Okay, guys, it's tradition.
Here, give my.
We filmed an episode, Better Than Freddy's Smash Burgers. You've got to watch it. We've tried them now, and we can say with definity, these are better than Freddy's. But
they are better.
We got to answer some questions. So, Warden, you're in the hot seat, my man.
Oh.
In the hot seat with your big brother.
Do we already have questions rolling in?
Oh, we have questions. We have questions, and you're not going to want to answer any of them. So the first question is a doozy. Right out of the box, they want to know, what are we cooking?
Oh, the best burgers you've ever had. The best smash burgers you've ever had.
Better than Freddy's Smash Burgers.
They are. And this sauce that Zach cooked up is
That's better than Freddy's fry sauce.
Sweet and like salty sauce, and I love this.
So you're going to have to go back to last week's episode and see, do you really want these burgers for spring and summer?
Good. Oh,
you're going to make this a lot of times. Especially if you're one of those people that go tailgate at the football games. You're going to be watching this in the fall again.
100%.
Who is y'all's favorite sibling?
That's really tough. Honestly, that's a tough one.
Ellie, this is your last question.
Ellie's not here. So
She's found me on Instagram.
Yeah, but she's not here. So we're going to say who I spend the most time with is probably Zach and Ellie. So we're going to go with them too. But Ellie's not here, so we're going to say Zach.
Yeah, we will say that.
Yeah.
So here's somebody else has asked, and this plays into your question. They said, who comes over to your house the most?
Oh.
And I will say what's kind of interesting is that over the years, ever since we moved close to my parents at our last house, we pretty much had the boys over all the time, Jackson, Warden, and Isaiah. And then when we moved over to this house, it was still Warden, but Jackson had moved off to Arkansas, and it was more Warden and Ellie and Isaiah. And now Isaiah has something else taking his time.
He has
What is that?
Very occupied, busy.
Now that he's busy, it's pretty much just Ellie and Warden. Y'all the last of a dying breed.
We won't leave you, Zach.
You won't leave?
We won't leave you.
Hey, I've got 18 acres. You can build anywhere you want. Just pick a spot, build a house.
I'm going to right over there, behind those trees. We're just...
That's what we should do.
That'll be perfect.
What are your favorite hobbies?
My favorite hobbies, I would say football and the lake. Anything that involves water, I love swimming.
Mine is definitely food.
His is food. Definitely. I like food too. I just don't eat a lot.
Obviously.
But I do like food.
Yeah, and also my kids, they think your favorite hobby is Fortnite because every single night they're asking me, Dad, all my stuff is done. Can you see if Warden's on Fortnite? Can you see if Warden's on Fortnite?
Fortnite is a hobby with the kids, not by myself.
It's not.
Yeah. If I'm not here,
They believe that because you're so good at it, they believe that you're the Fortnite pro and that you just live on Fortnite.
It is so much fun with the kids, but when you're by yourself,
it's not as fun.
No.
You are kind of the fun uncle, I would say.
I know. I feel like I'm going to be the fun uncle forever, though. Rolling around every family event. Doing projects for everybody. Do you all still help out your dad with the tree business from time to time? You know, I try my hardest to help my dad out on tree business because Isaiah is very occupied with college and other things, and Judson is just a little bit too little, and Jeb is definitely too little. He's the youngest. But if he calls me, I try to be there, but he hasn't done a ton of trees lately, so.
His schedule doesn't work with my schedule.
It's tough.
I used to help him, but I can't do those leave at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and work till dark schedules. That's not my thing. Oh, no, this one is sly, and this one's a good one. My brother's birthday is coming up, and I'm willing to get him a cologne. Do you have any recommendations?
Oh, yes. I have 2 recommendations. Both of them are very good, but I would say Prada, Luna Rose, and Better With You is a really good brand as well. Both of those are fire colognes.
I always recommend as well that you have him wear deodorant.
Yeah.
Cologne is almost useless without deodorant. Anything besides Axe body spray.
Oh my goodness. Did you just scream homeschooler at one time?
No, you'd be surprised. That was an entire redneck across the South thing. Axe ruled Walmart.
Still does.
I mean, Axe is the white rain of the 2000s for guys. What's the best camping meal for a group? We take turns with meals at camping, and we need ideas for 18 people. Well, first, don't camp with an army, okay? Are you invading something?
I'm going to be honest. People make fun of me all the time, but hot dogs, man.
Hot dogs.
I love
If you're doing a lot of people, you can't go wrong. Hot dogs. Whether you put them on charcoal, putting them over the fire.
You can't beat it.
It's as easy as it gets. That is probably the easiest camping meal. But I do have one that's really fun that I like to do. And everybody can do this on their own. It's not a meal, but it's a little dessert. You take an apple, and I actually filmed this the last time we were camping, and I never actually made the reel for it, but I'll have to do it this year.
You should.
You core the apple with a spoon, take the core out, and you put like a cinnamon, oat, and brown sugar mixture, pack it inside, wrap your apple in wax paper, parchment paper, and, not wax paper, parchment paper and aluminum foil, set it down in the coal bed, let it sit a couple hours, and when you come back, you can top it with whipped cream, you can top it with ice cream, however you want to do it. If you can get ice cream on your campsite. Some people
making 18 of those sounds like a hard time.
It's not, because everybody just packs their own and they stick them all on the coals, and you come back, you just pop out your little apple things, open, untwist them,
sound good.
and boom, it's like a little apple pie. That's an easy fun one. We also do sweet potatoes on the campfire. Same kind of principle.
Sweet potatoes are so good.
That's an easy one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Chili on the campfire. You can't go wrong with a big Dutch oven full of chili.
I don't know if a lot of people will agree with me on this, but I love coleslaw on my hot dogs.
Oh, that is the best.
Guys, y'all might not like it, but I love it. It gives it that little sweet flavor.
Mm-hmm. What is your least favorite thing to make?
I'm not a seafood person. So.
You don't like seafood? Mm-mm. You don't like onions either.
Making fish. Crab's not bad, but.
Honestly, for me, there's one thing that it's ever since I was a kid. Two things I don't like, and for the same reason. They taste the same to me. Peas and lima beans. Don't like them, don't have no desire to cook them.
I'm not a big lima beans fan either, or peas.
Yeah.
What's your go-to meal when you make this stuff? You like a steak?
Oh, my go-to meal is a steak. Yeah. I will tell you, there's no easier meal for a guy to cook or a girl to cook. There's no easier meal to cook than a steak. You really just can't get it wrong. If you've got a thermometer, a steak's the easiest thing in the world, because you just put it down 2 to 3 minutes, as hot as your pan is, flip it over 2 to 3 minutes, check your internal temp, flip it every minute after that.
Whoa, ruining my steak.
No, I mean if your temp isn't right, you check your temp and you keep flipping until you get the right temp.
Flip once, salt and pepper, down the hatch.
Oh man.
Yeah.
100%. Gotta do that butter based. How many years in between you and Warden?
15.
15 years in between us? How old are you?
21. 36.
Wow.
36 to 21. There's 15 years in between us.
That is a long time.
I know. It's me and your oldest son are closer in age.
So what's interesting to me is, like with you, I feel like a brother. I feel like your big brother, definitely.
Yeah.
With
but you Jackson, don't feel that
I
old.
feel like a big brother. But with some of the family, as it gets farther and farther down the line, there's this transition, and I can't tell you where it is, but I almost feel more like an uncle than a brother, because it's
I can see that.
Once I moved out, you were always at my house, but once I moved out of the big house and I wasn't over there as much, it's almost like...
Oh, the younger kids?
Yeah, it's almost like I see them at holidays, see them at parties. They'll come over every once in a while, but when they come over, they play more with my kids than with me, so it feels like more like an uncle, and that's a weird feeling.
Yeah, it's definitely like Callie down, because like for me, it's like me and your son are closer in age than like you and Jib.
Yeah. So you're closer in age to my son than I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, it's easy for you to get Judson and Jeb like uncles,
I feel more
little
like
nephews.
Could be worse. I could feel like their dad.
Yeah.
Always telling them what to do. Nobody likes that.
Sometimes you got to be there. You got to do that.
What is your favorite French meal?
French meal? What's our French meal? What do they make?
I'm gonna guess and say croissant.
Croissants? Is that French?
I have no idea, but that's what I'm guessing. It sounds like it would be French.
I don't know. I don't know any meals from.
Well, we have people from France that want to know.
People from France. Tell me some of your meals.
All I know is croissants, and I'm not even sure.
Croissants it is. I love croissants.
Oh, French fries. Don't know if those are French or not, but they are now. Okay, so our film crew guy had to leave, and we couldn't handle the sun anymore, so we turned our hats around.
Guys, the sun's too bright. This isn't going to look good. My face is going to be black, but...
We're still going to keep talking. Okay, Warden, so this one's actually a good one. What's your favorite memory growing up? You said deep.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to tell you one of my favorite memories while you think. Okay?
Tell me your favorite memory.
And this is one of my favorite memories with you. Remember when we would all go over to my other house, we put the fireplace in, and we put the TV over top of the fireplace, and y'all would come over.
House?
Yeah. We
put
the big beam in and everything, and when we were done working or whatever, when we were just over hanging out, we would all watch, what was that guy? King Julian.
Oh, dude. Madagascar.
You and Jackson, y'all had all the rules about music, but if it was on a TV show, it was all good.
Oh, we would dance like crazy. I remember that.
I like to move
I remember that. We would dance
all y'all
like
boys
crazy.
Dancing in my living room. We'd scoot that little coffee table back, and all y'all boys, y'all are tiny too. It's like, because y'all, it feels like y'all weren't much bigger than Bradley. And actually, I don't think you were.
That's a fitting story. I got my dancing boots on right now.
Well, you and Jackson and Isaiah would absolutely cut a rug to "I Like to Move It" in my living room, Madagascar.
That's where it all started. So I think my favorite memory growing up was we did a family lake day for my birthday. Like, it was like my 10th birthday. It was a long time ago.
Very long time ago.
Oh, yeah. But we did a family lake day.
At Norris.
Or
no, it was Watts Bar.
Watts
Bar, yeah. Watts Bar.
But we all camped on the dock, whole family, for my birthday.
Y'all would jump off that dock, and it busted. I jumped off one time, and it busted my eardrums, it felt like. And so I said, I ain't doing that no more.
Yeah.
But y'all used to jump like crazy all day off that thing. I remember that. Wow.
I don't think I'll ever have a massive family birthday party for myself again, but that was a big one.
You know, it's hard to realize, but there comes a point that it will be the last time that everybody's all gathered together for something.
It's tough.
And it's like you don't realize, especially in a family our size, when people, you know, their lives get too busy and they're not hanging around and they're not coming around now that everybody's moved. It's like, I think the last time that pretty much everybody came together was when Mom was in the hospital. And that was not a party at all.
No, I didn't even make it. Like, I was there late. Like,
you made it, though. Everybody made it.
Everybody
it's just
made
they didn't
it,
get there at the same time.
Yeah, not even everybody was there at the same time. Like, when was the last time? It had to be Jackson's wedding. No, we missed
and that's
a couple.
The thing. I think every single thing, no matter what happens, there's always, and I understand it can't be that way, but you don't realize there comes a point that some point is the last. It's the last time, and you don't realize it until it's over.
Zach's showing me that I need to bring everybody together for my birthday.
Go back to the lake.
Bring them all together. Everybody to the lake. I think Mom would freak out with all the grandkids.
I better get some more swim lessons for my kids.
Yeah, a couple more swim classes for Zach and his kids. He didn't tell y'all that, but he's going as well.
Yeah, I don't swim good. I learned how to swim.
He can doggy paddle.
I learned how to swim in police academy. So I was 20-something years old when I finally learned how to swim, and I barely learned just enough to be able to keep my head above the water and not die.
It's great. He does great. He can survive.
I can survive for short distances. What's the biggest meal you've ever cooked, and for how many people?
I don't cook massive meals, honestly.
Like, I don't know. When you come over here, if you come over here every time, I'll tell you what you cook for crowds. It's no-bake cookies.
Yeah, I love
you will cover no-bake cookies from my one end of my counter to the other, and that's a 10-foot countertop.
Desserts are amazing. I love making desserts, like muffins, cookies, anything, cakes. Yeah. Those are fun. Meals, I'm not big like.
Not a meal guy.
I'll make a meal for myself and a couple other people, but no, not a big meal guy.
I don't cook for a lot of people. Even when I grew up at the house. Like, I loved to cook, and people loved my cooking, but I would cook for me and 3 or 4 other people. Yeah. I would never cook for the whole family. That was more Michael, Alyssa. They really carried the brunt, and now I believe Callie cooks a lot. They would cook for the whole family and cook a meal, but I would be like, I'm going to make something really good that's going to have things that y'all don't like in it, like onions or mushrooms or something like that. And I'm going to make it for who wants to try it. Yeah. And so I didn't do crowd cooking. I did more like quality over quantity.
And it hasn't really changed because his family doesn't eat that much, so he still cooks for like 2 or 3 people.
Quality over quantity, my man.
It's quality. You know what I loved you making? That is chicken Alfredo. I think it's chicken Alfredo.
Yes. Everybody in the family loves chicken Alfredo.
And Zach always throws like a whole chicken breast on my plate, and I'm like, dude, like cut it in half.
You
like
I'm not finishing that whole thing.
No. Like every time, like a half plate, like me and Ellie are gonna split it. Like there's no way.
That's a good meal though. It's so filling.
Every meal Zach makes is good.
Is there a trade or skill that Warden hasn't mastered that piques his interest to try one day? Is there a new skill that you're looking at wanting to try one day?
Mechanic. I want to try to be a mechanic. That's a skill that I want to try.
That'd be cool. Diesel mechanic, gas mechanic, or just overall?
Well, I have a diesel truck, but I would rather work on my car.
You rather work on gasoline cars?
Yeah, I'd rather work on gas cars.
Like bond them out to go fast?
Yeah, I want to do like souped up. I want to do like modifications type of mechanics, like not like
I could see that. Not like fixing junk.
I want to do modifications.
What does Warden do for work, and does he like to cook? They slipped in 2 questions on you.
Oh, nice. I do enjoy to cook. I enjoy cooking desserts more than food.
And you do really good at them too.
I love desserts.
We should do them sometime.
I love sweets. I'm a sweet kind of guy. But for work, I do remodeling, and then I help a friend out painting parking lots, like lines and stuff. So
1-800-STRIPER. If you're in Knoxville and you need a line striping done, they do it. He works all day doing remodeling, all night doing line striping.
Call him up. We can paint your parking lot.
Or your pickleball court.
Or your pickleball court. Yeah, we do those as well.
They do the resurfacing and everything. They actually put in a pretty nice one up at Dad's place.
It's pretty nice.
I'm not any good at it, but it's fun to play.
Oh, it's very fun to play. I love it.
What is your favorite recipe to cook on the grill?
The grill?
Favorite thing to grill?
Or the griddle?
The grill.
I like grilling steaks. I like steaks.
It truly is. It's the easiest thing to cook anywhere, whether you're doing it on the grill, or on the stovetop. You can't beat a good steak. If you could move to any place, where would you move to?
I honestly love it.
You've been to a lot of states, actually.
I love it here in Tennessee. I really do. It's not really like...
Outside of Tennessee, what's your favorite?
For me, it's not really the location. It's the people you're around. So I don't know if I would leave Tennessee, but Florida's too hot for sure.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, Florida's definitely too hot. Honestly...
Outside of Tennessee, outside of who's going to be there, what's the next best place?
South Carolina, honestly.
That's actually not bad. I like Charleston.
Yeah, Charleston, South Carolina, or North Carolina. I like it down in where Popville lives.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I like it down there. It's pretty country, not too far from the beach.
I like more beach though.
It's not too far from the beach, but the weather's not like so bad, but it's still like a good it's good like for like horses and stuff still. So I'm definitely gonna get some horses and stuff. So.
I could see that.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about being part of such a big family? And don't say your big brother. Ooh. We know that. But.
Definitely hanging out with my big brother now. Honestly, big family. They keep you busy.
They definitely keep you busy every time.
Keep you busy and keep you out of trouble. Like having a big family, everybody keeps you in check and.
You mean titles?
Always.
Everybody's always tattling on you.
Maybe a little bit, but it's alright. Definitely keeping you busy. I like having a big family for that reason.
Well, I like having a big family. We all enjoy getting to do things together, and yeah, we don't always get along, but we always end up getting back together.
We try our best.
Yeah, we've had some good. The best part about being a big family really is I'm starting to get older. It's the memories.
Oh yeah.
There's so many memories I have with so many different parts of my family from so many different aspects. It's like, I know that I have good memories. With anybody in any family, but I am thankful for the one I was part of and all the different things we got to do, from working with Dad to camping trips to canoeing down the Big South Fork in the fall.
I was gonna say the funnest memories are all the fun work days we had as a family. That was a fun time.
That's because you remember things you do more than things you have, and I didn't realize that. Growing up, it was always about I want this next thing. But, looking back, I don't remember. I remember a few really nice presents I got or really nice things that I had. But there's no joy inside about those like there is about some of the simpler things, like my first time starting a campfire and getting to put the wood on the campfire. Yeah. Little things like that.
The activities you do. I like doing the work as a family more than the activities. But
I did. I worked with Dad. That was my pastime, was working with Dad. I loved going out and mowing yards and cutting trees and everything else. I did
that for a couple summers. It was rough.
Now I wouldn't like doing it, but it's nice to have the memories.
Mowing after a long day of construction is not the way to go.
I will tell you there is one question. It's the most popular question of the whole Q&A. And it is the question is Warden single? And I will tell you this, he's not married, but that's all the answer I'm going to give you folks. And with that, we'll see you next week.